Good evening and welcome to the Thursday edition of Sports Night. Well, close attention is being paid to the conditions at Sabina Park ahead of the first test between West Indies and Pakistan, which starts tomorrow. It's on a historic occasion, with the match being the 50th at that venue since the first was staged in 1930 against England. The West Indies captain Jason Holder is optimistic that the pitch will have something for the bowlers, and he's also hoping that the batsmen will adapt quickly.
Quite a bit of moisture there on the surface, there's a bit of grass cover there as well, so I think it should be something in the first hour and bring the first session to play for the faster bowlers. For me, I just stress on consistency. One thing we've spoken about in dressing room is momentum, and if we have the momentum, we need to hold it as long as possible and not shift it back to the Pakistanis. For us, it's just to get runs on the board for the first innings, and our bowlers will support us in the field.
And live coverage of that first test will be on CBC TV 8 and Radio 94.7 FM from 10:45 a.m. Well, a half-century by Kaishona Knight powered Barbados women to a 6-wicket win over Trinidad and Tobago women in their opening match of the regional Super 50 competition today in St. Vincent. Chasing 132 for victory at Sion Hill in a match reduced to 46 overs aside due to wet conditions, Kaishona Knight made 56 of 12 deliveries with 4 fours and 1 6. While Deandra Dotting chipped in with 26 from 53, as Barbados finished on 132 for 4 in 37.1 overs. Earlier, TNT women sent in to bat were all out for 131 in 42 overs, with Hayley Matthews taking 4 for 24 and Deandra Dotting 2 for 19. Brittany Cooper top scored with 52 and Marissa Aguilera 25 for Trinidad. Barbados will play Jamaica on Saturday in their second match, and meanwhile at Arnasville, Plainfield, the Windward Islands defeated Guyana by 5 wickets. Scores there: Guyana 131 for 9 in their 50, the Windwards 132 in 34.1 overs. And over at Park Hill, Plainfield, the match between the Leeward Islands women and Jamaica women was abandoned without a ball bowled due to a waterlogged outfield. Karan Pollard wasn't required to bat or bowl as his Mumbai Indians defeated Kings 11 Punjab by 8 wickets today, earning their 5th straight win in the Indian Premier League. Joe Butler was the hero, smashing his first IPL half-century and his highest T20 score, as Mumbai chased down 199 in just 15.3 overs. Butler's 77 of 37 balls featured 7 fours and 5 sixes, overshadowing Hashim Amla's early century for Punjab. Amla hit an unbeaten 104 off 60 deliveries as Kings 11 posted 198 for 4. Now here are the highlights.
Oh, it's destroyed. First Yes Bank maximum. 500 runs for him against the Mumbai side. Chance out. Oh, sorry, Sean, I put the mockers on you. There it is. Timing's good as well.
Down the ground, cleaned up.
$50 up for Hashim Amla.
Oh, great shot. Look at the distance on this one. Oh, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant from Maxwell. That's another 6. The slow ball. And this is Hashim Amla this time.
Takes note of where the field is. Out, got him. And again, back to back. This time it's into the second deck. And 100 for Amla. Brilliant.
But that's what he does. And that's why everyone loves him.
Smashed, short, and into the second deck.
Wide of extra cover, that's where he goes. Over the keeper's head, and this one is more traditional. Here's another one. Just like that. Oh, there you go. It's another one.
Not that one.
Bottom hand, and it's gone all the way again. Oh dear, is missed time? No. It's gone into the sands again. Well, he's gone up, hasn't gone long. The captain calls it, takes it safely. Oh, he's missed it. It's another 50 for the young man.
He does, on cue. Thank you very much. What a performance from the Mumbai Indians. They have dominated this match.
Now, Urban Vice St. John Sonics has moved into third place in the Cooperatives General Insurance BABA Premier League after they duly defeated bottom place Next Gen Combined Schools Tridents tonight. Now, CBC's Mark Seal is live at the BCC gym. Mark, what's the latest?
Anne-Marie, I'm right here at the Barbados Community College. Just to let you know that Urban Vice and John Sonics duly won that game against Next Gen Combined School Tridents. They're now into third place. They're actually tied with the Lakers, who are actually on court right now for second place. But Lakers, of course, if they win their game currently against the Hawks, they will be in second place. But Sonics definitely now at least in third place. They defeated the Tridents 85-71, leading for the guys from St. John. Ramon Simmons, 35 points, 7 of 12 from the three-point line. And then we also had Jamar King with 15 and Akeem Marsh with 12. All then for the schoolboys, the captain, Theo Greenwich, he had 21 points. The schoolboys still at the bottom of the standings, but we're talking playoffs now. This is the second round, and only the top 4 teams will go into the playoffs. And the Sonics now looking pretty good. They had some changes in the offseason, and they're now into third position. And with me is the coach of that team, Charles Griffin. Charles, how do you feel about your team so far? You know, it's had a couple upsets, but now you're in third place, maybe second. How do you feel so far?
Well, I'm happy with the wins. It's just a matter now of executing. That's what we need to work on now in terms of going forward. But the win column, we're satisfied. It's just a matter of executing on the court. And if we can do that, I'll be happy when we hit playoffs.
So you made some changes in the off-season. You got Charles Vanderpool from Pinelands. You also got Ramon Simmons, who used to play for you. He went back to Pinelands. He's back with you. You think you have all the pieces of the puzzle now?
Yeah, I think we just need to gel a little more because these guys would have been coming into the team. It's just a matter of the chemistry. As long as we can get the chemistry sorted out, we should be good. The starting 5 is pretty much settled, and I think the bench is strong enough to hold its own against any team in this particular competition.
Who do you think you'll have to match up with in the final if you were to get to the final? Who do you think of the team you'll have to take out?
I'm thinking Lakers because of their length and basically the talent sets that are in Lakers. That may be my biggest challenge.
Thank you very much, Charles. That is the coach of the St. John Sonics team. Pretty happy so far with what he has done so far. Currently in second place, but as I said, if Lakers win tonight, the Sonics will be in third place. Of course, when you come back to me, Anne-Marie, I'll give you an update on the current game. But for now, it's Sonics over the schoolboys, big time, and they're into third place.
Well, good going by the Sonics, and thank you, Mark. Now, coming up after the break, the Thunder lose for the second time in the playoffs.
Good morning. On the TGIF edition of Morning Barbados, we'll be here for you bright and crispy from 6 o'clock.
We will have an American powerlifter, a popular one. It's all about Strongfest 2017 and what's good with that. So stay tuned. A lot to talk about, everything
strong.
Yeah.
And speaking of powerful, we'll get between the pages of a good book, The Sweet Sop. So looking forward to sharing that and much more with you on the Friday edition of Morning Barbados.
See you then.
Three out of 4 people with a mental illness report that they have experienced stigma.
Because that I don't usually carry myself as someone who people could just look at and see that they're experienced or they suffer from this condition. When I do open up about it, some persons are surprised, some are shocked, and then you have another set of people who try to use it against me per se. I mean, some people even went as far as labeling me as mad.
Minding Your Business, brought to you every Monday during the CBC Evening News at 7:55, with the kind compliments of the Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union Limited, who remind you to save smart and borrow smarter.
Welcome back. The successful Barbados table tennis team returned home last evening from the Caribbean Championships in Guyana, overjoyed and rather pleased with their performance. The excitement could not be contained as the Barbados table tennis team returned home from the Caribbean Championships in Guyana. They came home with 6 medals, 2 gold, 2 silver and 2 bronze. And boy, was the welcome party a happy one, as the juniors exceeded all expectation at the championship. For gold medal winners, the doubles pair of Ramon Maxwell and Rashawn Goddard going through the competition in the under-15s was not an easy one.
You actually had to play because it was really tough. And the players, you have to actually play to beat them. You just can't go and relax and beat them easily.
So that really pushed you?
Yes, please.
Now, having him next to you in the doubles, how was it? Do you think, at what point do you think you already clicked?
Like the beginning of the tournament, we was nervous, but then we said that we have to push it harder to win this gold medal. So we start off hard, and it was really tough.
Barbados' other gold medal was won by Tyrese Knight as he claimed the under-18 boys singles title. And how does it feel to be a gold medal winner?
It feels great after not participating in Caribbean Championships since 2013. It wasn't that difficult against a Trinidad player. The most difficult match to me was the semi-final when I played the Cuban. It was quite tough against him. So, yeah.
But generally going through the competition, how was it?
It wasn't tough for me playing in groups because I was a seed, because of my world ranking. I got easy way through from round of 16. Quarterfinals is when the matches started to get tough.
So just a quick look at the other medalists. The under-18 girls team of Janae Lewis, Kennedy King, Jazeel Griffith and Marissa Allen copped the team silver. Silver also went to the under-18 boys in the team competition, Tyrese Knight, Marcus Smith, Ramon Jackman and Dorian Walcott, while the bronze medalists were Rashawn Goddard in the under-15 boys singles and Tyrese Knight and Marcus Smith, who teamed up for the bronze in the under-18 boys doubles competition. National teams traveling overseas under the new executive of the Barbados Amateur Bodybuilding and Fitness Federation will be insured. The federation has joined forces with Cooperators General Insurance Company Limited for the next 2 years.
We are offering the federation coverage for all their events over the next 2 years, which means that we'll be giving them insurance coverage to whatever facility they'll be having their events and wherever they may go. We'll also be given travel insurance when the athletes go out of the island to participate in whatever events they may be going, whether it may be Caribbean or whether it may be any country around the world.
At its first media conference since taking over management from the previous administrators, the federation led by President Manasseh King signed a contract with Human Resources and Marketing Manager Cheryl Ford at the company's head office today in Colamarock. A sponsorship check for an undisclosed amount was also presented to Second Vice President Joanne Haynes by Lena Wills, who's a project manager at the Sparman Clinic. President King acknowledged that there has been a decline in sports locally over the years and believes that a new committee can turn that around.
We recognize that over the years that the small gyms were the bedrock for developing bodybuilding in Barbados. You will observe that every one of the small gyms in Barbados has rejoined the federation over the last 18 months. I think we speak of a membership of about 36 gyms. Now, we have to work on a program to get those gym owners, encourage the members to be involved in bodybuilding. I believe that you might you will see more bodybuilders at national this year than in previous years.
The first competition will be Mr. Bridgetown, which is set for May 13th at the Combermere School. Pylands, Silver Sands, Whitehall and Ivory Rovers are the champions of the 2017 Barbados Cup. Playing at the Parkinson Field in the finals, Pylands won in the under-11 division, Silver Sands the under-13s, and Whitehall in the under-15s. Meanwhile, in the under-17 division, Ivory Rovers took the crown, winning 2-0 over Fitzvillage. CBC's Mark C reports on that final.
The under-17 final saw a rematch of a preliminary game between Ivory Rovers in the orange and Fitzvillage. Fitzvillage had won that earlier game 2-1, so Ivory Rovers were here for revenge. And they brought the deadlock in the 23rd minute when Jamario Nichols cut in from the left and buried the ball to the top right-hand corner. 2 minutes later, Ivy doubled up on that lead through Rashawn Griffith, picking it up from midfield, getting the give and go, and he picked his spot. Ivy on the attack again, this time from a free kick, but they couldn't keep the header down. Ivy were completely dominant in the first half, attacking and keeping the Fitzvillage custodian on high alert. Second half action, and Ivy Rovers picked up from where they left off, but this free kick sails over the crossbar. Fitzvillage defenders were given a hard time in the scorching sun as Ivy attackers kept coming but just couldn't finish. Fitzvillage's turn now to attack, but a miscontrol made it easy for the Ivy Rovers keeper, who was non-existent in the match thus far. Another chance for Fitzvillage to get their way back into the game, but instead of hitting the target, he sends the ball flying. Ivy Rovers at the other end were trying to close the game out and put paid to any ideas Fitzvillage had of a comeback, but they too couldn't hit the target. This half proved to be more about misses than actual scoring goals, but this was the worst of all the misses. 1-on-1 with the keeper, but the ball went into orbit, and understandably he was subbed after that attempt. However, despite all the misses, the 2 earlier goals proved to be enough, as Ivy Rovers walked away with the title and also with payback to Fitzvillage. Mark Seal, CBC Sports.
And welcome back to Sports Night. Now, the other game currently on in the BABA Premier League is Barbados Lumber Company LSC against the Hawks. Now, let's go back to CBC's Mark Seal at the BCC Gym with an update. Mark? Well, it seems that Mark is unable to give us that update, but time to tell you what's happening on sports on Friday. The first test between West Indies and Pakistan gets underway at Sabina Park in Jamaica. Live coverage will be on CBC TV8 and radio station 94.7 FM from 11 a.m. The Digicel Regional 4-day competition comes to an end as Ghana Jaguars will formalize regaining the Headley Weeks Trophy for a 3rd straight season when they face the Leeward Island Hurricanes in the final match of the competition that starts tomorrow at 10 at the Ghana National Stadium. Now, 6 games are on the schedule as the Barbados Netball Association League season continues. The featured match will be a Division 1 clash between Signia Udai Blackbirds A and the Barbados Under-21s. Now, that's slated for 7 p.m. and it starts on Court 2 at the Netball Stadium. Now, we mentioned before that game between the Hawks and Lumber Company LSC at the BCC Gym currently on the way. Mark Seal is over there. What's the latest, Mark?
Well, Anne-Marie, it's basically over, not even the end of the first half as yet. Lakers are leading 50-11. Lakers with about 4 6-footers on the court. Hawks with just about 2 of the entire team. They're being beaten down in the backcourt, in the front court actually, but the big men. Lakers leading 50-13 to 13-13. Mark Seal from Community College for CBC Sports.
Boy, Lakers really, they're in trouble now. That's Sports Night for Thursday. Join us again tomorrow. I'm Anne-Marie Burke. Good evening.
Watching CBC TV 8 in beautiful Barbados.